I am getting to use my graph, getting to use Panoptix to catch them. What I'm doing is basically sitting out here in the middle of the lake, we're in 35 foot of water, and looking for these fish to rise. There's a ton of bait everywhere. So what you're looking for is for these fish to rise on the Panoptix, and then you flip your bait out there, you watch it go down, and you watch those fish swim over and get it. If you can find little pods, like 4, 5, 6 fish, those fish, you can typically get them to bite. The onesies that are kind of roaming around eating fish are a little bit harder, but they tend to be the bigger fish. Getting to use my graphs, getting to look at them, getting to watch them come up and eat, and that's pretty sweet. Whew. That took long enough, I'll tell you what. I actually saw that fish on the graph and I cast that little Ned rig over there. Ate it on the fall. I have been out here now about an hour, struggle bussing. And that's a good little fish. I mean, it's not a mega, but it's a good starter fish. Oh, there we go. That's a smallmouth in the boat, if I ever saw a smallmouth in the boat. First beautiful smallmouth of the day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Whew. Now let me tell you guys, it has been tough. That's on that Ned rig. I just bet the hook trying to get it out of her mouth because she ate it so good. We'll straighten that baby out and try to catch a couple more on it before I have to retire this one. This color was one I was actually messing around with. I think it might be called the Deal, or I don't know what it's called, but it imitates these little crayfish really, really well. It's a Z-Man Hula Grub and a Berkeley quarter ounce head. You know what I'm super interested by? How many of you guys actually like fishing offshore? Because I'll be entirely honest, not a plug for Garmin, I hated it until I had Panoptix. Like, until I could see what was going on, I dreaded offshore fishing. But like, the Panoptix for me has totally changed that, because it's basically like, I know exactly what I'm fishing at. I like to fish targets. I like to fish areas where I know fish are. And so for me, like, having Panoptix is such like the most revolutionary piece of technology ever, because it gave me confidence to fish offshore. Like, I'm catching fish that I don't actually know how I would catch otherwise. Like, I'm gonna get bit right now. Or I should. Oh, I got bit again. Like that. How would I have caught that fish if I didn't have this to look at it and see that I was gonna get bit? That's a good fish. And I know there's like 2 or 3 more just like it down there. Look at that. That's a 2.5 or 3 pounder. I don't know how I would catch these fish if I didn't have Panoptix. Truly, truly. Like, not only would I not be out here trying to do it, but I don't know how I would follow him around like this. There you go. Thanks, fish. He's playing with it. Dang it. This thing right here, that's a fish. He's following, that's my bait falling. He followed my bait and didn't get it, didn't come up and get it. There, I saw that one on Panoptix. He swam away from it, so I floated it down to him. There should be another one with him, but I don't have another bait I can easily drop behind him. That might not be a bass. Oh, that's a good fish. It's a largemouth. That was awesome. Oh, that's a smallmouth. Whew! That was sweet. You know what's crazy is all these fish are coming on Panoptix. Now, when I say coming on Panoptix, like, I don't know how I would catch them without Panoptix, and that's not necessarily a plug for Panoptix. It just is what it is. But like, that fish, I saw him at the top of the water column, so I cast my Ned rig over there. He's so firm. He's been eating. He swam back down to the bottom. I dropped my net on him, and he came over and ate it. That was awesome. Okay, so there's the fish that I just tried to cast to. So what I do is I cast my bait out there, and I think that's my bait right there going down. I'm going to try and swim my bait back to that fish. Should be right about 60 right now. I'm going to drop it. That's my bait falling. And that time it didn't work, but that's essentially what I did. I saw the fish up in the water column. I cast my bait out to him, and then he came down and ate it. And he swam away from it. I dropped it on him. He came over and ate it. And that's why this piece of this piece of technology here is so valuable to me. I mean, I really truly don't know what I would do if I didn't have this. I could drop on them, but trust me, I've tried it. They don't eat. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. That's a pot of fish. I should be able to get those fish to eat. Just like that. A better fish. I don't know if they'll eat a jig. We'll see. I should have that fish hooked well, hopefully. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh! That's what I get for being dumb. Let's see if I can get it to eat. Dang it, that was my best one so far. Oh, that's what I get for being stupid. Like, this is why having someone else out here is so valuable, because, like, I could have caught that one that I had hooked, and my buddy could have caught the other one or whatever. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's what I get for being dumb. Let's see if I can catch this fish out here. There's one coming up right now at 40 feet. That's my bait falling right in front of him. I think I fell short. Bottom at 40, you see it? There's a whole group of fish right there at 60 feet. Let's see if I can get them to go. They'll be in closer than 60 when my bait falls. There's my bait going down, should intersect them. It's a good fish. I know there's more with it because there are. I should just catch this one, but I'm greedy. It's a good one. Whew! That's a good fish. That is a solid fish right there. It's such a tough way to fish, but it's such a fun way to fish because you're literally video gaming these fish. I know there were 3 or 4 more there with it. There's a pretty fish right there. Thanks, bud. Okay, we're done trying to catch the extra fish. It's not going to happen. I'm going to end up losing one of these good fish, so we're just going to catch the one that we hook and go from there. All I'm doing to catch these fish is I'm using the trolling motor. I'm panning it around and looking for fish. And fish are like big blobs on Panoptix. Like, so that red line at about 35, 40 feet, that red line is bait. That's what those bass are coming up and eating. I don't know what it is. I think it's like little minnows. That's what those bass are coming up and eating. Bass are those dots on the bottom. Like those big, hard, red dots. The problem is, like, watch. I'll flip my bait out there. It's coming down 20 feet out. It's going to be hard to catch these bass. Like these bass, if they're not up actively feeding, they're very, very tough to catch. Like I'm going to drop it right next to a fish. It's on bottom right now. They're not like jumping on it, coming in here and eating it. So I got to look for these fish up in the water column where they're a little bit easier to catch. Well, I know it kind of jumped around a little bit there at the end, but I had a lot of fun today. Really using my graph to find these fish. Every single one of those fish I saw on my graph before I caught it, and it's a ton of fun and a great way to catch a lot of big fish during the summer, especially when they're suspended up, feeding on bait fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to do a setup video or maybe talk about the graph a little bit more in another video for you guys. But if you enjoyed it, please do me a huge favor, join the No Egg Nation, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and as always guys, take care, 10 lines. God bless.